Lawson channel. I'm Theresa.
I'm Mike.
And we're millennials and we're making it. On our channel, we discuss all things that meet between the intersection of millennial marriage and special needs parenting. Today, we have a pretty fun show for you. What do you think about our topic for today, babe?
It should be pretty fun. Let's get into it.
So, the question for today is, Mr. Lawson, would you still marry me?
Let me think about it. Of course I would.
Yeah, we'll see in a second. So there is the New York Times has 36 questions on how to fall in love. We'll have the link for it down below. These are questions that are supposed to be posed to people when you're in the initial stagings of dating, and it's supposed to help you recognize if you're able to fall in love and foster loving feelings by getting to know each other more deeply. But I figure it would help us to realize, are we still in love, and would we still want to be with each other after we answer these questions?
Or is it a trap?
It's not a trap. Okay, so let's click here. And I'm going to put the link to the questions down below. The website is 36questionsinlove.com. So let's click here to get started. This is quick instructions. Read one question aloud to your partner, then both of you answer. Okay, I'll read the first question. If you can invite anyone in the world to dinner, who would it be?
I mean, do it have to be you?
No, baby. It's it has to be someone besides me. So if you could invite anybody to dinner with us, who would it be?
Man, that's a good question.
It is a good question.
Who would I invite to dinner with us? Right now, I have to say probably Kev on stage. I think dinner would be fun with those guys, him and his wife.
Him and Melissa? Okay,
Yeah.
That sounds good. Who would I invite? I would invite Barack and Michelle Obama.
That's a good one.
I think that would be cool, just to get understanding of what it was really like, and just to be around them. It's really cool. Like, I don't know if I think I should probably ask questions about politics, but I don't think I want to. I think I just want to hang out with them.
Not a bad choice.
You know. Okay, your turn.
Would you like to be famous? In what way?
Ooh, I know the answer to this question for you. For me first.
Yeah.
I don't want to be famous. I want to be wealthy. So if nobody knows who I am, I would prefer that no one knows who I am. I'm an introvert. I don't care if you know me, just as long as somebody gonna run me my bag. I need some money.
I would like to be famous because I would like to use my platform to actually reach and help people. So, I mean, it could be, I like acting, I like comedy, I also like doing YouTube videos. So if I can be famous in either one of those ways, I would be satisfied, because at least, you know, I think with being a celebrity, you have a bigger platform than most normal people, so it'd be easier. I mean, it probably wouldn't be easier, but I feel that it would be easier to use your platform to reach and help people. You know what I mean?
If more people know you.
If more
I
people
get
know
what you're saying. What do you think you would get out of it, being famous?
Just the joy of knowing, you know, that I'm helping somebody, you know, leading them closer to God, and, you know, things like that. Just, I know I'm using my platform to build the kingdom.
Don't lipstick on my teeth.
No.
Okay.
You have teeth on your teeth. So, yeah, but just using my platform to help others and lead other people.
You didn't say I look pretty.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
You look wonderful.
Stop yelling the microphone. Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you're going to say and why?
And if it's an important call, I probably just rehearse the greeting and the question I'm going to ask, you know, the comment I'm going to say. So sometimes, yeah.
I do the same thing. I do it in my head. I think that's part of code switching, though. For important calls, we have to, you know, put on the voice. Y'all know what voice I'm talking about. But another thing that I do, there are certain people who I call and I never say hello, or I never answer hello. I always think of some random crazy thing to say. Like if I call my friend and Macy's godparent, I'll be like, she'll answer the phone and she'll say, hello. I say, your godchild was throwing a rave last night in the house. You want to come get her? Like, I never say hello to them. I just want to make them laugh when I call them. It's your turn.
What would constitute a perfect day for you?
I would like a perfect day for me would be me being able to sleep in as long as I like. I have someone come over and get my child ready for camp, and then to take them to her grandparents' house for the week. So I know I'm going to have the next week off. I have someone come and clean my home and cook me something to eat. I'm able to lay in the bed all day and have as much alone time as I want. And then at the end of my alone time day, my husband will have planned a beautiful evening for us, probably inside because, you know, Corona in these streets. But we'll have a beautiful dinner because I like to eat, clearly. We'll have a beautiful dinner plan with dessert, a wonderful activity for us to do, and then more dessert. What you got? You didn't catch that, but okay.
No, I caught it. It just wasn't funny.
That was so mean.
I'm joking.
That was so mean. And you mad when I don't laugh at your jokes. That's fine.
You be mad when I laugh at
Whatever.
Jokes? Perfect day for me now. I mean, beginning like yours, just sleeping in as long as I want. I mean, just getting a day where I don't have to do nothing. Like that, perfect day for me, and that's a perfect day for me. Just.
So do you want to be in the house doing nothing, or are you going to be out in the streets doing what you want to do?
Like both, you know what I mean?
Which one?
I take both. Like I can be at the house, or I can be. Really, perfect day for me is traveling. Like I know I'm going to a different state. That's another perfect day for me. Like just being on the road, knowing I'm going somewhere else, and leaving where I'm at. Perfect.
Okay, question number 5. When did you last sing to yourself or to someone else?
I be singing to you all the time. I mean, songs I don't need.
When?
Yesterday.
When? What'd you sing?
What was I singing? Because you started. No, you know what?
I know what I did start singing it too. What was it?
Was it So Anxious?
Yeah.
That was the day for yesterday. I shouldn't even been singing that, but
it was hilarious.
It just popped in my mind. You know, you had them random songs just popping in your mind.
And then Macy tries to get us all saved again by singing a gospel song that sounds like the song that we just sang because she's saved for real. The last song I sang to myself. Oh, I think it's Limp Bizkit. This is my last resort. No, I was looking at a meme on Facebook, and they were like, "No, I was looking at a collection of pictures and a post on Facebook." Yeah, I think that's who sings it. Limp Bizkit. This is my last resort. No, 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 no. And then this morning, me and Macy were singing the Elmo song.
So she's singing about suffocation and no breathing.
That's I don't even know the words. Isn't that funny?
YouTube. Suffocation, no breathing, and you know the rest of the song. And
I don't know the rest of the words.
Don't give a blank. I ain't gonna say the rest. That was enough.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at the words. I really don't know. It's your turn.
If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want? That's an easy one.
Oh yeah, the body. I want the body.
I want the mind.
You know how awful it is to have a sharp mind to be trapped in a body that doesn't work? See, here's the thing. But
let me explain.
I work with...
Let me explain. But the awesome... I mean, yeah, you would want the body. I get it. But the mind, man... Health as well. You know... I mean... But that's what I'm pretty sure.
But it's not saying that when you're 90, you lose your mind.
I know, but you have the mind of a 30-year-old.
My great-grandmother... It's not saying that when you're...
But what's the purpose of having... You can have a good body, but don't remember nothing.
But it's not saying you're not going to remember anything.
It's not saying that...
I take that chance. I take that chance for a healthy body.
I mean...
Because everybody... Like, also... Well, I see why you would say that. I don't have anybody in my family that I know of. Like, on either side, maternal, paternal, that wasn't sharp until the latter years. We have a lot of people who died really early. Like 50 and 60 years old. I don't have any grandparents left. I'm double checking to make sure. Do I have any grandparents left?
My grandfather and my...
No, I'm talking about my family.
Oh,
I don't think I do.
so.
I don't have any grandparents left. I don't have any great grandparents on my side. Michael still has living relatives. Great aunts and uncles. I have lots of those because my grandmother was one of 12, the oldest of 12. So I have lots of great aunts and uncles, but all of them sharp minds. Till they're not, my great grandmother was 93, 94 when she passed, sharp mind. So like I would like to be able to keep my body because I'm almost sure I'm still probably gonna figure my keys out sometimes. But like not only would I have probably a sharp mind, but the wisdom of not. Have you ever talked to an older person? I work with. I didn't have that luxury, so sorry. But I work with a lot of older people, and like I look forward to calling them and talking with them because even though I talk with them a lot of times about health and all those other issues, like I've been on the phone with them for 5 minutes and like just the wisdom of how to deal with like knowing old people is great. You should get you some in your life.
I say to mine because I'm a history guy, so I like hearing about people that was around when Malcolm X and Martin Luther King was around. It's just the history. You get to share the history with somebody that was there. You know what I mean?
How would you? I don't understand that. What do you mean you get to share the history? Why wouldn't
like
you?
They get to? I mean, I feel when they tell me stuff like that, I feel like I was there.
Did I start the recording? I never started the recording. So what this means is the sound is going to be awful for the first few minutes of the video. My bad, y'all. I didn't start the recording and the sound. It started now. Sorry about the audio. My bad. Go ahead.
You had one job.
I had one. I literally
had one job.
He had set up the lights, the camera, put up the tripod. I just had to press record on the sound. I messed it up. My bad.
But let me finish what I said.
Okay.
So I feel like when older people, when they told me stories about back then, I felt like I was there, even though I'm not there. I wasn't even thought of then, but I felt like I was there. I just like hearing stories.
So you want to be able to keep your mind so you could tell other people about those stories?
I would love to tell, grandkids, or even if the Lord allowed me, great grandkids, the history of when I was growing up and the things that I saw, the things that I witnessed. Man, do you know how big, you telling, how Corona was, how,
oh gosh.
How how the race thing happened.
We are going
2020.
to be the coolest grandparents ever in life.
You see what I'm saying? Like
at least since 1900.
Man, but think about it. Like we're really seeing modern day Martin Luther King, Malcolm X type stuff right now.
We lived through an orange president. We're doing some things. Next question.
Oh my God.
Is it my turn or yours?
No, it's mine.
Okay.
Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
I am terrified of other people around me dying. Like that is probably my biggest fear. So I have developed several scenarios in my head about the most horrible ways for my family members to die and how horribly sad I would be. But I rarely think about my own death. I just assume that I will die old and in my sleep. Rarely think about how I die.
I have a hunch. I mean, I pray, it happened this way, but I would want to be in my hundreds, around family, and I'm a little hungry, excuse me. And
hopefully they didn't pick that up.
I hope they didn't either, but that's a microphone. But me being me in my hundreds and around family, that's how I picture me going.
Yeah, I really don't think about how I'm gonna die. You know how bad that would be for my anxiety? Or the anxiety that I deal with. I'm going to stop claiming stuff. We have the windows open so my husband gets distracted. Okay. Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common.
I thought I was supposed to answer first.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
No, you go. You started. You already had it, though. Go ahead.
Okay. We love peace for peace sakes. We have gotten to the point either in our marriage or in our lives. We're not that old. I'm 35. You're 32. We've gotten to the point in our marriage and our lives where, like, we'll start an argument and be like, you know what? Never mind, it ain't worth it. We value sleep. And we love the Lord.
Yeah. We're both grumpy if we don't sleep. We're both grumpy when it comes to eating. If we don't eat, we get grumpy.
That's a whole family thing. Max got it on it too.
Yeah. And we both...
Something nice, Michael.
Something nice. I mean, that is nice.
That's
We like sleeping. We
we're
like
grumpy.
eating.
We're grumpy. You boy, that's the
uh,
more positive way to say it.
let me see. I mean, we both like traveling.
That's true. I would love to drive across the country one summer. It's your turn to read.
For what in your life do you feel most grateful?
Hmm. I feel most grateful for the way my life turned out. If that makes any sense. Like, I am with the man that I want to be with. I have the most beautiful child. My mindset has changed about my relationship with God and my relation, how important, like, everything, like, I am in a very um, peaceful and centered place. That sounds very crunchy, but that's how it feels like. I am in a very peaceful place, and with some of the stuff that we've been through together, and I've been through even before I met you, like, you wouldn't think you would ever get to here, but it is great. It is amazing. It's a blessing to have just peace in your life, and I'm so thankful for that.
I mean, I was gonna say the beginning of what you said, and
Mm.
I mean, you basically took the word out of my mouth. Just
Yeah,
going through the things
yeah.
that I went through to get here.
Because you like it always feels like when you're going through it, it's never gonna end, but everything always ends.
Yeah.
Everything always ends. It's my turn.
If you can change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
I have grandparents that live near me, or that I could travel to. I met my maternal grandfather once when I was 4. I've seen my maternal grandmother on 3 separate occasions um, that I remember. I think she came to Louisiana once when I was a baby. Um, my paternal grandfather I never met. He passed away when my dad was 5. And then my maternal grandmother died when I was 14. She did live right up the street, but I wish I could still have her. I wish Macy would have gotten to meet her. Yeah, wish I had grandparents.
Mm, I think I would have.
Go on, say the truth.
No, I ain't gonna say the truth. I think I would have.
It's okay to say it.
No, I'm trying to make sure that this align with the question.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have took school more seriously.
Well, that's not. Is that really the way you were raised?
What? No, my mom was she she did what she could with us with
Mm-hmm.
going to school, but I think I would have the opportunities that life presented me with. I think I would have
Take it more
took
seriously.
it more seriously.
Uh-huh.
Because I mean, mom pushed us the best way she could. She
It
raised us
don't
the
make
best
no
way we
difference
could.
though if you're not taking it seriously.
But I
Even as a
yeah.
kid, you're still your own person.
Yeah, I was a kid that just wanted to get by. You know what I'm saying? So I think if I would have, took things more seriously and, instead of just having a get by mentality, I think I'd have been better
That was
off.
a really insightful answer, sweetheart.
You said be real. That's
Okay.
what I did.
Take 4 minutes to tell your partner your life story in as much detail as you can. Let's do it in 2.
Okay.
So I was born in Shreveport, Louisiana, to James and Esther. My mom is from Curacao, my dad is from Louisiana, and we lived in the town that my dad grew up, literally right around the corner from the house he grew up in. I grew up playing with first cousins and first cousins once removed, and seeing my aunts and uncles pretty much every day, and playing outside with shoes on because my mom and daddy did not play. They go outside with no shoes on, and that is something that I remember very vividly. Like, you always have on shoes. We stayed in church. One of the ladies who took us to vacation Bible school passed this past week. Sister Gloria, Sister Anderson. We go around singing A&B selections at different churches. She passed a few years ago. Miss Irene would sing a hymn that would bring you to tears even as a child. I was a pretty good student. I was told since I was very little that I was going to college. And so if I didn't know anything else, I knew I was going to college. Loved to read, I was shorter. In middle school, like I had like this growth spurt between like the fifth and the seventh grade. Like I was a little on the shorter side. I went from being the tallest in the class to one of the shorter, and so I would literally get books that like I hold my arms down, and I have books from my arm to my chin, and I walk up to the counter like this, and the librarian would have to take the books out of the stack, and I read those books in 2 weeks and bring them back. Let's see. I always hated school. Um, Never liked school. Became a teacher for whatever reason, but never liked school. But it was really easy, so it wasn't hard for me to. Came really easily to me, like bookwork came really easily. I went to school with a bunch of my cousins, so I never had the experience of being bullied. I've always felt safe and protected. I got in a fight in the first grade. I think that was about it. And I didn't tell mom to the third grade because the Holy Ghost convicted me. What else? Anything monumental? I had a really blessed childhood. I was really stubborn and strong willed, and I was raised like I always thought this was a conundrum. Like I was always raised to speak up, say what you think, have your own opinion, and then when you give it to your parents, you get a whooping. Never understood that. But if I did not, it was taboo. Like I have an aunt who would not take any mumbling. Like if an adult was talking to you, you talk to them and you speak up so she can hear you. Because I asked you a question because I want to know what you thought. But yeah, like I enjoyed the way that I grew up. I just wish my parents understood gentle parenting. Okay, your turn.
Born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to Charlene and Mike Sr. I was a kid with a big imagination always. I always wanted to do TV. I didn't like school either. I hated school, but I wasn't one of those kids who caught stuff quick. I just, like I said on the previous question, I just wanted to get by. I always loved comedy too. My dad started it off. He inspired me to be funny. Because, we would go to family get-togethers and I would watch him. I don't know if he knew I was ever watching him, but I would watch him. And, man, he could make anybody laugh spot on. You know what I'm saying? I used to drive my sister up the wall trying to be like my dad. And my dad always told me, son, I see you trying, but he say, your timing is everything. And I never understood until I think I was 16 years old, and that's when I started getting my sister to laugh consistently. Mm-hmm. So I felt like, man, if I can get her to laugh consistent like that, I can make anybody laugh. Mm-hmm. And that's when I learned timing. But for me, man, it was, I was kind of hard headed too. I mean, I wasn't stubborn and strong willed, but I got on people's nerves growing up. I was a little sneaky. I wasn't bad, but sneaky. Got on people's nerves, just with the little sneaky stuff I did. Some people tell you I was bad, but I really wasn't all bad, I love being around people as a kid. The stories
he tells me, I question whether or not he was bad.
I'd say I was a little mischievous. Loved hanging with people, because I grew up around a lot of people. I grew up around cousins and stuff. I didn't have the privilege of going to school with all my cousins, but, they was always around, or I was always around them. So, that's basically my childhood in a nutshell.
Okay. I'm checking the sound. Yeah. And how long we're on the recording, too. So, if you wake up tomorrow having gained only one quality or ability, what would it be? I know what it is for me.
Good. You go first. I'm thinking.
I want to be able to speak another language. I have tried for probably the last 15 years to learn another language. My mom knows three languages fluently. Another language she can speak kind of brokenly. She knows English, Spanish, and Papiamento fluently. She can speak Dutch brokenly, and she learned a little bit of German when she was stationed in Germany. I have cousins who know multiple languages on my mom's side of the family. Like, I grew up in a household hearing these languages and never learning them. And my biggest regret is that I do not speak another language. It makes me sad sometimes.
If I had, let me see, a quality or an ability.
I'm already falling in love with you.
I would say, but I've done a little bit of it, but if I could do it better.
What?
Like at an elite level, I ain't gonna say I can't.
What?
But stand-up comedy.
Ooh.
I would love to be able to do that.
It always makes me nervous when you talk about doing stand-up comedy. Because if people don't laugh at your jokes, I'm going to punch them.
Well, no, I mean, they're
don't
famous.
Tell me what I'm not
they're
gonna
famous. Do. They're famous comedians who actually, like Dave Chappelle's one of my favorites. That was another person who inspired me to do comedy. But when he did his first show, he didn't kill. A lot of famous comedians didn't kill their first show. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that you may die, but I'm going to be angry.
No, because like I said, I've had the luxury, but I've been around these people for years. I've had the luxury, the church we go to, I've done stand-up, and had people laughing, you know what I'm saying? But,
and church people are hard. Comedians don't come to churches because we get stuck up sometimes.
If you can make church people laugh, man, you
can make anybody laugh.
We've actually had
a comedian
that was on TV.
Bad. Don't say his name. I feel so
I'm not going
bad
to say his name, but,
I'm
sorry. I'm not going to say his name, but, they was like, man, you could have put Mike up there to do that.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Mike,
I was like,
you shouldn't have said that. Okay, next question.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be offensive.
It's your turn.
If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know?
Oh, I want to know how my family dies. All of them. Like, I just being able to prepare for that would help me so much, because that is my greatest fear. Like, losing my mom, my dad, my child, my husband, my siblings. It, like, literally, when I worry about stuff, that is what I worry about. So I feel like if I knew when it was going to happen and how it was going to happen, it'd be easier to handle it when it happened. Honestly.
Man, you got a fever or something?
No, I'm fine. That's really how I feel. Like, that worries me more than anything else. I don't worry about being broke. I don't worry about you leaving me. I don't worry about getting sick. I worry about my people. Like, I want y'all to be with me as long as possible. And if y'all gonna go, I'd like to know how. Go ahead. It's your turn. You don't have to judge me, though.
I'm not judging.
You're
I
judging.
just found out to be,
Go ahead.
I'm not judging. I mean, that's how you feel.
Oh, I have a better one now.
I wouldn't necessarily more so worry about me. I would worry about my kids' future. Like, I want to know
how you can help her.
But I would want to know that when I'm gone and you gone, that she's okay.
Those are really deep answers, I think, for both of us. I think what would be better would be, what are the Powerball numbers? Michael, you should have aged.
Well, look, I'm sorry.
I think what would be better would be, what would be the Powerball numbers for this weekend?
And you going straight to jail because they gonna want to know how you got hold of them.
Look, they don't need to know nothing.
But that's what I'm worried about. I would be more worried about making sure that Macy is straight when I'm gone.
Is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it?
Acting, comedy. Doing comedy skits, and I haven't done it recently because of, number one, work schedule. And 2, COVID-19.
Yeah.
So
they're not doing anything right now.
Yes, I'm not going to stand in front of nobody's camera and end up hacking, and I don't want to die.
I want to travel to Australia and have enough money to live there for like 2 months. And I haven't done it because I don't have any money.
Look, no disrespect to Australia. Man, y'all got some creatures out there that I am afraid of.
Your turn.
Y'all got some...
No, I saw a post and I was like, oh, maybe I don't want to go, but I still want to go.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going visit, but I don't want to live there.
Okay.
What is the greatest accomplishment of your life?
My family.
Agreed.
Cool. That was an easy one.
What do you value most in a friendship?
The ability to be myself all the time and not have to have a filter. I feel like you how you have some not fair weather friends, but you have some car English compartmentalized friends.
Mm.
Like you have work friends, you have gym friends, you have church friends. Like I like those handsful of friends that can mesh into all of my life and into all of my world, and like I can call and be like, look, I'm not safe today, or look, I'm sick, or I'm happy, or I'm sad. I don't have to put on face for them. I appreciate that.
Uh, just being able to fellowship with me. You know what I mean? Like,
Anybody you can hang out with.
yeah. You know, that now you got to be careful, you know, who you call friends. You know what I mean? So, like, the real people that I can fellowship with, you know, that want to be bothered with me or want to deal
So
with me.
easy for me. What is your most treasured memory?
Uh, hmm. That is a good question. I'll let you go first.
No, you don't have a most treasured memory?
Like, I got to think on some of these questions. Like,
Mine is so easy. My most treasured memory is my 8th birthday. Me and my sister's birthday are like a week apart. Hers is on September 5th. Mine's on September 14th. And we have a cousin who's on September 6th. So we'd always have like a Labor Day party because normally we're off on Monday. So it was like easier for the whole we would like, it would be our excuse for like all of my dad's siblings and all of their children to get together. And this year we didn't do that. So I was a little sad. But on my birthday, what my mom ended up doing was she took this clown mode and she made like a party clown for Macy's birthday cake. And then she made a black princess with purple hat. She turned the clown hat into like a purple one of those purple princess pointy hats with the little striped draperies kind of down, and it was a black princess with long flowing black hair and a purple dress. And she swears, I'm gonna get a picture from her so I can put it in here.
Babe,
Huh?
Macy wasn't alive.
What are you talking about?
You just said she got a clown molding for Macy.
For Shawnee, my sister. She got a clown mold for Shawnee, my sister. But like it was so, and we had chili dogs and hot dogs and probably french fries. That makes sense. Or chips. Probably chips would have been easier if she was making cakes. And we had it on our front porch. We had like this screen in front porch that went across the entire front of the house. And so she was a picnic table on the porch, and so she decorated. But like that black, don't tell me representation don't matter. That black princess cake is like the way I felt when I saw it. It's literally the best thing that, like, the best feeling. Like, it is the reason I treasure everybody's birthday. Like, y'all, the most wonderful. And whenever I tell my mama this, she's like, I don't understand like why that was such a big deal. I don't even know why it was such a big deal, but it was the absolute. I have goosebumps thinking about it now. It was the absolute best memory ever.
My most treasured memory, now that I think about it, and I'm not trying to make nobody say it. I hope I hope you don't start crying.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about like every phone call I had with my grandmother, you know, before she passed, and just getting to hang with her, you know, almost every day, before she passed, and the advice and the talk she used to give me. When I didn't want to do, you know, go to work and do overtime, you better strike while the iron hot. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know, every phone call and getting to hang with her every day, you know, before she passed. Well, that's my most treasured memory. And remembering every advice, you know, every piece of advice she gave me. You know, even the times when I wasn't around, you know, just getting to talk to her, you know, calling each other dog, you know, what up, dog, you know. So that's my most treasured memory. What is your most terrible memory?
The most terrible memory. Oh, I already know what this one is too, but I may go with my second most terrible because it's pretty bad. I'll tell you the first one off camera. The second most terrible memory is I can't even think of a second one. The first one was so bad. You go first. I'm gonna think. Oh, I know what it is.
Losing my aunt 1 month. My grandmother.
And that was recent.
2 months.
It
Months
wasn't
after, a month or two after.
It was like 5 or 6 weeks. It wasn't even.
Oh,
that
5
long.
It was.
Mm-mm.
Maybe
It
that's about a month. A month afterwards,
It was
and
a little
then
over.
I had an uncle pass maybe 2 months after that. So just having, family die that quick,
Yeah.
and that, far apart from each other. And that's terrible for me because I feel like, man, when you go to where my grandmother lived, it's not the same. You know what I mean? Like
Going there.
yeah, like I don't even sometimes I don't even want to go back because, like I said, man, when I go down there, I'm expecting to see them, but they not gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So when I do go back, it'll be to visit the grave sites and probably go check on cousins and things like that. And that's about it.
My second most terrible memory. Oh, this is pretty sad too. When my OB came in and said that I was going to have a C-section.
Oh yeah.
Like I broke down, and I can't exactly tell you why I was so upset, and I'm wailing and crying, scared my mom, and she thought something was wrong.
Well, you was upset because you wanted to do it, the
no,
natural way.
I wasn't really worried about the natural way. It was more the C-section that had me upset. I worried about having no natural birth. But when she said I had to have a C-section, that bothered me. Yeah.
If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are now living, and why?
I quit paying bills. For what? I'm sorry. That ain't right?
No.
Okay,
right.
my bad.
For me,
I also quit worrying about my weight. I just go eat whatever. I'm dying anyway. Might as well enjoy it.
She's trying to take herself out before the meal. I'll just make sure, even though I believe I am, just make sure I'm more anchored in the Lord, because when that time comes, I want to hear, "Well done, my good and faithful servant."
So deep. I just would eat all the food. What does friendship mean to you? Friendship means family that you got to choose.
Friendship means to me, somebody who got my back, somebody I can talk to, who, don't go out blabbing your business, somebody you confide in, accountability partner. That go-to person that, having a go-to person that you can talk to or, do things with, y'all families can do things together, you know what I mean? Just, when problems arise, or y'all get into an argument, y'all can come back, the next day or however much time you need and resolve the problem and, go back to being friends like nothing ever happened. What roles do love and affection play in your life?
Understand this question. What do you think it means? What roles do love and affection play in your life?
I tell you what. I love being loved, and I also love affection. I love kisses. I love hugs, especially from my wife. Thank you. And my daughter, and love and affection from my family.
Sorry,
you know what I mean? That's what role they play. I need it.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm like the whole physical affection thing. Like, I'm all right with that, but like love for me is more action than like how you treat me, than how you hug me. If that makes sense.
I got you.
So, yeah. Alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your partner. Share a total of 5 items. Okay, so my husband is extremely positive. He sees the best in people. He sees the best in situation. He's always optimistic.
I think I get that from my mom and my grandma.
You're supposed to tell something about me.
I am going to say something about you.
It's hard for him to say nice stuff about me.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Don't do me that.
Go ahead. Say something nice about me then.
Theresa is loving. She's caring. If she got your back, she got your back.
So I'm loyal.
You're loyal. Yes, I'll give you that.
It's supposed to do one. It's my turn.
It say a total of 5.
I know, but it says alternate. First word in the thing. Okay, so my husband is very consistent.
Teresa's loyal.
You said it already. Give me a different one.
I gave 3.
Michael, be fair. It's hard for him. I'm telling you, y'all. I ain't that bad, I promise.
No, you're not. I'm just...
kind of hurt.
Cool to be around.
My husband is very easy to talk to.
No, man, just because I'm thinking of stuff. I mean,
it shouldn't be that hard to think about. I'm not an awful person.
I'm not saying you're awful. I'm not saying you're
Ain't
awful.
it though?
No. I mean, cause I'm not as quick response as you.
Okay,
you know,
whatever.
so I think of stuff, and I'll be careful what I say, cause I don't want to say it in the wrong fashion or the wrong way. It's my ride or die, man. You know, I asked her one day, you know, if somebody jumped on me, what would you do? She said she gonna punch him in the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would punch him in the face.
That's my thug there.
Might break my hand, but I'm gonna punch him in the face.
That's my thug.
My husband has not met a stranger. Like when we moved to my hometown when we first got married, like in a matter of a year, he knew, like we would go out and like people would be like, "Hey, Michael," he knew more people in my hometown than I knew in my hometown, and I don't know how that is possible.
I mean, just talk to people.
Go.
My wife take care of you any way she can. You know, if you need clothes, she'll give you clothes. You know, if your children need clothes, we got some amazing clothes that she haven't worn in years. You know,
got bags on. We gonna get one.
She'll take care of you. You know, if you need something, she'll help you the best way she can.
Michael is really understanding.
Theresa's understanding.
You just copied me.
No, it's the truth.
Michael is really flexible. I get bent out of shape really easily. Like I have a schedule in my head of how we're supposed to get out of the door in like down to the millisecond. I mean, he's just like kind of laissez-faire, really flexible, and I kind of envy that about him. He's a lot more relaxed than I am. This is the last one, baby. Can you think of one? One more. Don't hurt yourself now.
I'm not. I would say, you know, I'm trying to think of the word, like, because you said understanding already, so I'm trying to think, not understanding. Content.
What does that mean? What you mean I'm content? I think you just pulled word out.
No, I didn't I just pull a word of it. Like, content means, like, you're happy. You're happy with, you know, you can have less and you still be happy. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, you know, I'm still learning that trait. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm content, but I ain't as content as her. She can not have cable TV and be content. You know what I'm saying? Like, that bothers me. I mean, luckily we got the internet. Thank the Lord. But, you know.
Why do you cable and have the internet? Hulu, Netflix? Anyway.
I like ESPN
Go ahead,
and
baby.
cartoons, you know. How close and warm is your family? Do you feel your childhood was happier than most other people's?
My husband can attest to this. Our family Facebook Messenger thread and our family text message feed. Did I say fed? A messenger feed, a family messenger feed. And
my wife is police. Come get her.
And our family, the family text messaging feed is lit. Like like somebody will text message and we'll be cracking jokes and text messaging off that for 2 days. Like we are very close. We all grew up together, in each other's faces all the time, traveled together, that kind of stuff. So we're really close. I don't know many people. Like I literally would take a gallon bucket, ice cream bucket, and we would go down this trail and literally pack this bucket full of blackberries during the summertime, and that's what we would eat for lunch. Like, there are very few people who have had a happier childhood than I had. I mean, there was some tragedy, as in anybody's life, but I had a great time. I'm so mad that I rushed being an adult. I feel like I rushed it. Don't grow up as a trick.
My childhood was straight. I can't complain.
I think you had.
I didn't, you know, see my dad's side or my mom's side of the family all the time. I mean, I was around, but, you know, I wasn't around like that all the time. But, you know, when I was at home, you know, Sega Genesis, PlayStation, I had, you know, mom used to look out for me. So, I mean, I can't, and, you know, family used to come by, my cousin used to come by the house, you know, so I always, or friends. So, I mean, I had a lit childhood. I can't complain. How do you feel about your relationship with your mother?
She's awesome. We're super close. She called me her friend daughter the other day. I'm like, aw, thanks, Mom.
Me and my mom. That's my other
Like
ride.
he don't even call him mom. What you call your mom?
Call
Chuck?
What up, Chuck? What up, Chuck? Or what up, dog? Man, me and my mom good. My mom always look out for me. She give me groceries when I come to the house every time.
Can you please stop?
I got a full refrigerator.
Listen.
No, Mom, don't listen. Keep going. Next question.
I'll go grocery shopping and come home and the refrigerator be full of groceries. Question. Make 3 true we statements each. For instance, we are both in this room feeling.
We the people of America. We the people. I'm just playing.
I don't get that. Make we statement. We are happy and in love. I'll go first.
Okay. Go ahead. You got it.
I did it. We are happy and in love, right?
Make 3.
Oh, we are happy and in love. We are blessed and content. We are hungry and ready to eat.
Yes. I agree with that last one. We are VR troopers. No, I'm joking.
Go ahead. Okay, go.
We are alive today, thank the Lord. We are doing well, and we are in good health.
Thank you, Jesus.
Complete this sentence. I wish I had someone whom I could share.
But I do. So complete it. I wish someone I could share the rest of my life with. But I do. Thanks, man.
I wish I had someone with whom I could share my humor with, man. I can't share humor with her every day. I get on her nerves sometimes.
I am such a stick in the mud. And that's one thing I wish I could do better for you.
I need somebody who,
I'm just not that.
I need another comedian.
And this is the thing that people don't understand about comedians. My husband is a comedian through and through, all the way down to his bones. His GTAC and his DNA is comedian. But what people don't understand about comedians is they don't let up. He is.
Need a test subject.
Right. And so that's me, especially in Corona times. And not only that, if he feels like he got a joke and I don't laugh right away, he just keeps running punchlines until he gets a laugh. And after about 3rd or 4th one, I'm like, babe, either I don't think it's funny or it's just not my brand of humor. He's real slapstick. Who are the 3 people? Who are the 3 people that you watch in black and white?
The 3 Stooges.
Oh, my bad, y'all. The 3 Stooges. He loves that kind of stuff. And I like David Letterman humor. That old man, white and dry.
I'm not just slapstick. I like Dave Chappelle and people like that.
Yeah, too. I don't. Okay.
It's your turn, I think.
What was the question? Is this the next one?
Yes.
Okay. If you were going to become a close friend with your partner, please share what would be important for him or her to know. That I am very serious and very organized and very serious about my organization.
I'm the opposite. I'm a comedian, and you're going to
That's
laugh.
something we should have talked about more before we got married. It would save us a whole lot of arguments.
We did talk about that before we got married, yes. You just decided to go with it and deal with it. And I decided to deal with your seriousness in your organization.
Go ahead.
Tell your partner what you like about them. Be very honest this time, saying things that you might not say to someone you've just met. So what are they saying? We were lying the first time?
Apparently we weren't telling the truth. We were being dishonest. I appreciate what I've been able to learn from you about just the way that you are, from your character, what I've been able to learn from you and apply to my own life to help me to grow. I really appreciated that, because me and my friend were talking about this earlier today. Marriage is hard, but not because it's bad or it's unhealthy. Marriage is oftentimes hard because when you're in that closer relationship with somebody, it forces you to work on things that if you were not in a relationship with somebody, you wouldn't have to work on. It forces you to build character. And the character that I need to build, oftentimes I can learn from his character. And I appreciate that.
I've learned a lot of, serious things that I didn't know, no, but for real though, man, I never knew the process of, Medicaid and,
oh yeah, we're going to talk about that too.
Things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? doctor's bills, and I mean, she taught me a lot of financial stuff. I'm learning. I'm still learning. But she taught me a lot. I'm grateful for that. I wouldn't tell somebody that I'm finna go on a date with, because then you might not get a date. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. Okay, this is yours.
Share with your partner an embarrassing moment of your life.
Do you realize I go first answering on all these questions?
That's because you decided to go first.
I'm sorry. Okay,
share.
So this is hilarious. So I was an ambassador at LSU. In order to stay an ambassador, it's a volunteer organization that works with orientation. And so in order to stay an ambassador, you have to come to a certain amount of meetings, get a number of points. I can think it was like 20 or 30, something like that, from doing the orientation events. Well, I to this day, I hate organizational meetings, work meetings, group meetings. Like, what are we meeting for? Could this have been an email? It was horrible when I was a teacher. I just be in the back of the room about to cry. But so I got the plan. We were in this meeting room in the union. All of the windows and the doors that which you walk through, the back wall, were glass, right? And so I got the bright idea. I'm gonna sign in. With people walking around and talking, I was going to walk out of the meeting room. Remember, all of this is glass. And so I get up to sneak out after I sign in so I can get my points. And instead of walking through the glass door, I'll walk into the glass wall. Meeting room stops. Everyone laughs. And at this point, like, I can't do nothing but leave. I just have to walk out the door.
So, because if you're watching this, you probably remember. But we went to one of my mom's friends' house for a gathering. And it was me, my mom, and my cousin Steve. And, man, we go there. I ring the doorbell. Nobody came to the door the first time. So I get to making, rap beats with the doorbell. And, man, I don't know if you ever seen Class Act. You ever seen Class Act with Kid and Play?
I've seen it, but I don't remember. I don't.
Well, they had a scene where Tommy slapped his little henchman in the back of the head. And, man, while I got to making rap beats on the doorbell, boy, my mama gave me one of them slaps to the back of the head. And I looked over at Steve, and Steve trying not to laugh at me. But I see the laugh coming out. And I got almost tears coming to my eyes. And then that's when they decided to open the door when it looked like I'm going to start crying. So I had to play it. Like I had to play it off. You know what I'm saying? Like I was good. But, man, that was one of them burning slaps.
Don't knock on the table.
That was one of them burning slaps.
When did you last cry in front of another person by yourself?
Cry in front of another person by myself.
That's two questions. When did you last cry in front of another person? When did you last cry by yourself?
My grandmother died because I had left work and went straight to my mom's house thinking, she was still alive. But they, because the way they made it sound, like, oh, man, she's, she passed and hurry up and get here. So you can, but when I got there, she was already gone.
Yeah.
And that's when I cried in front of other people.
That was the last time you cried? In front of somebody?
Yeah.
You ain't cried at church since then?
No.
I guess I was crying.
At church?
Yeah, you don't cry sometime when the Lord get to moving?
No, I mean, everybody don't do that when the Lord get to moving.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just emotional. So by
myself, it's been years, so I don't.
You don't cry?
No.
You don't need to cry. Let it out. Because you got tears. You got tears like everybody else. The last time I cried, I was sitting on the couch either watching something on my phone or I saw a commercial, and I cried in front of Michael. This is probably last week sometime. And I cried by myself on Tuesday because I was so tired and I couldn't get out of bed, so I was crying because I was tired.
Interesting. Tell your partner something that you like about them already.
I feel like we've answered this question several times.
If you would like to skip it, go ahead. What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about? I can go first since you're thinking. I would say now, COVID-19, because there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people have died.
Not millions. It's 130,000, I think.
That's why I said hundreds of thousands, if not millions.
No, it's not millions. Oh, in the United States, there are millions that have died. There are millions that have died. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm stopping interrupting you. My bad.
But yeah, COVID-19.
Donald Trump being president for another year, for another term. That's too serious to joke about. That is not a game. take it how you want it. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate, that is my worst.
Now listen. Hold on, Linda. Hold on. We're gonna take a brief intermission.
Why? Look, hush. Yeah. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? Why haven't you told them yet? I would just regret not being... Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. It's your turn.
Being able to tell my loved ones, I love you.
Yeah, like, I think having to die alone is the worst kind of death. Like, I pray that however my mom, my dad, my family goes, I'm able to at least to see them in their last, or at least to have that opportunity to share with them how much I love them. And you know, you get off the phone with people, you tell them you love them, but, like, just not being able to tell them before their last breath how much you appreciate, that's awful.
Thanks. Your house containing everything you own catches fire. After saving your loved ones and pets, you have time to safely make a final dash to save anyone. What would it be? Why?
The lockbox was all our personal documents.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, we got a lockbox with a security card, social security cards, and birth certificates. And that's what I get.
Yeah.
That's what you put in the lockbox, right? Everything else in your place. We got insurance. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
Of all the people in your family, whose death would you find most disturbing? Why? Macy's. Because she's a baby.
That, it's
she's
two
my
for
baby.
Me. It's two. I'd say my mom and Macy.
I think not my mom, because I expect to be alive when my mother dies. And I think if my child were to die, like that would, because you expect to outlive your kids.
Yeah, it's a combination of both of me, because like I said, I'm real close with my mom.
Yeah, I'm close with my mom too.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just, you know.
Okay, last question, guys. How much this is gonna be?
I thought it was 37 questions.
36. Oh, right. The website says 36 questions.
I can read. Okay. Share a personal problem and ask your partner's advice on how he or she might handle it. Also, ask your partner to reflect back to you how you seem to be feeling about the problem you have chosen.
Oh, I need to lose like 60 pounds. And it's really been a struggle for me.
Well, and we didn't.
And I have health issues that make it more difficult because I've been.
And we can discuss this question already, so it's easy. But I always tell her, if she can do anything she put her mind to. She done it before. I believe in her that she can do it again. For me, a personal problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to share that one because I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay, another one. Second
personal problem. Getting my vehicle fixed up. I need to get my
just
AC
go get it done.
fixed. Yeah.
Next time you get paid, go get it done.
Yeah,
that's just it. That's just that simple as that. Like, you just don't want to spend the money on it. Well, those are the questions that they have. So, do you think, or that? Do you think, what? Wait, I have to look into my partner's eyes for 4 minutes and you'll learn an incredible amount of good luck. We'll do that off camera. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
That's stuff people come up with. But do you think if you would still marry me knowing my answers to these questions?
Yes, we would definitely work on some things if I was just meeting you and I knew what I knew now.
Would you marry me if I needed to lose 60 pounds? Because I've never been this heavy before.
Don't bother me.
Don't start with Lawson.
I'm just saying. I'm not going to start nothing that don't bother me. I ain't got nothing against skinny girls, big girls, you know. Not long as you ain't out of control, you know, but you not out of control.
Thank you, honey. So,
for the record, I love all women.
Oh gosh. Okay, but you don't love all women. You love this woman. The rest of them gone somewhere.
That ain't what I'm talking about, girl.
So how are we doing together? How are we doing working together as a team?
We're doing excellent.
Excellent. What's one thing I'm doing great?
I'm doing great. I mean, just, you know, being supportive and loving me even though the situation we're going through, that I'm going to go through, probably 6 months to a year from now.
Yeah.
You know, just being supportive anyway. The thing that you can work on is cooking with me. She doesn't want to cook with me today, America. Even though I'm learning, I get it. I need to learn.
Let's time out.
Ain't no time out.
Time out.
I want her to cook with me, America.
Don't yell. So here's the thing. We got these meal kits because I do all of the cooking, and so he was gonna take turns cooking some.
Yeah, I'm trying to skip out on my turn. So
he is. He's trying to skip out on his turn. I have cooked with him on the first meal in this meal kit. Cooked the second meal by myself. Cooked this weekend so that we could have something
to cook this weekend.
What did I cook this weekend? I don't know, but we ate.
You cook for you. You cook lentils.
No, we ate at the house. I cooked something else.
I had what my mama gave me.
Well, what did I cook?
You cook lentils for yourself.
Well, you ain't cooked by yourself since last week.
Okay. So
this last meal for you.
So why we can't cook together this week and then the next time I cook?
No.
Make it a pattern.
That's not what we doing.
All right.
I cook some, you cook some. This is your turn to cook some.
You right.
Ooh. You are doing really great about being flexible with me and understanding and compassionate. I really appreciate it. What's one more thing I could work on?
I just told you.
What?
Cooking with your husband.
I'm not doing that. So is that the one thing?
I don't. Let me see. I ain't saying you're perfect, so don't. I know what you about to say.
Basically, what he's saying. You
No, that's not what I'm saying. I can't find something wrong with you.
I don't hear it coming out your mouth.
Being more, I would say, being more positive on, what you can and can't do. Because if I believe you can do it, you should believe that you can do it more than I believe that you can do it.
Well, I ain't there yet. Keep praying for me. Lord's moving. I'm just being honest. I am not there yet. I'm just doing what the doctor told me to do. Lord, I'm in here looking at Messenger. One thing that I want you to do and pay special attention to this week, and I said this yesterday, Macy is going to expect men to treat her the way that you treat her. And you do amazingly well with understanding all of the ins and outs of Macy's personality. But I want you to pay extra special attention at noticing when she's trying to get your attention, and when she's trying to get your attention, give her your undivided attention. Because she's like you in this regard. Like, attention is love and inattention is a punishment. Does that make sense?
I don't know, inattention being a punishment for me, but I got you.
Not the way you be mad when I don't be laughing at your jokes or whatever.
That's not, but you give me your attention though, so it's not inattention.
Okay. Thank y'all for watching. And don't forget, on our platforms we discuss all of the things that fall within the intersection of special needs parenting and millennial marriage. It's our goal to create a community that is both inclusive, I'm reading your part, and encouraging. So you can find us on Facebook and on Instagram as Facebook and on YouTube as Team Lawson, and on Instagram at Team Lawson 225. Our Google number is 225
504
0531. Oh, it's 504-252-0531. That's 504-252-0531. Email teamlawson225 at gmail.com. If you have any questions, you have any comments, you have any concerns, or you just want to share us with your friends, feel free. What?
Stealing my part. God bless you.
Thanks. Y'all come back and see us now. You here?
Did it go?
I know. It's not off. Turn it off. It was off. No, it wasn't still on.
Get on my nerves.